Hey guys, welcome to Agogi Performance, and for this week's Thorough Thursday, we're going to be going over Zercher squats. So let's get to it. So Zercher squats are a great way to build up your core and posture while minimizing low back pain, okay? So if you brace properly while doing this exercise and carry it the way you're supposed to, it's going to significantly reduce the amount of weight that you would normally do when compared to a normal back squat, but it's going to hit your legs really hard as well. So when we do this exercise, make sure you are bracing properly and not picking the weight up with your back, but with your hips and your core, okay? So let's get to it. So as you can see here, this pad is usually used for hip thrusts nowadays when you go into the gym. They're cheap enough to get on Amazon and easy enough, so I recommend getting one if you plan on putting this exercise within your training regimen. So when I'm setting up this exercise, I'm going to have the bar about hip height or a little bit higher, okay? So that's to put it in level with my arms as I'm doing the Zercher hold. So when I put this pad on like so, I'm going to put my arms underneath it so the bend of my elbow is on the pad. I'm going to keep my chest up as high as I can, straight up and down. And then I'm going to use my hips to pick up the bar and then walk out with it. So the reason you do that is you want to make sure that your your core is braced as hard as you can. And also you're using your hips and your posterior chain to pick up the weight and initiate that within the movement. So after we walk out with the weight, we're going to push off the sides of our feet as hard as we can and then sink our hips back as hard as possible, so that way we're trying to maintain a vertical shin while doing this exercise. So compared to a front squat or back squat, the weight is actually closer to the hips, so that is the reason why it may feel a lot better on your low back as compared to back squats or front squats. So again, because it's in the forearms, it's going to challenge your core quite a bit more. So you really need to focus on bracing as hard as you can and pushing your knees out as hard as you can so you can really sit back in those hips and not edge forward and put that strain on your low back. So I hope you guys found this useful. I'll see you guys next Thursday.